It's a new weekend and it's a new day on the Ridgeway. We are on day 4 now. We're just leaving Streatley and we've got about 15 miles to do today. It's a bit more of a difficult day because we've got 1,500 feet of elevation compared to the last day, which was only 500. So a bit of a more difficult day, but nothing we can't do. So let's get going. It's time for another map check. We started from here this morning. We've just walked up here. We've gone through South Stoke. We're going to go all the way up and we're going to finish in Watlington. There's a campsite up in Watlington that we're gonna go to tonight. So that's about 15 miles in total. So we've probably got 13 or 14 left to go. So not too bad really, but there's some nasty hills coming up at the end of the day, so not looking forward to those. But this first part of the day should be really quite pleasant. And we're now off the roads a bit, which is nice, on some grass, and the river is just through over there. So we've got some lovely scenery to be keeping us company. Good morning. Apparently this section of the Ridgeway is called Grim's Ditch, and I can see why it would be if it was anything other than bright sunny weather. Like if it was just a bit cloudy or a bit rainy, and this would be pretty dreadful to walk through because you've got all the long grass, very narrow path, you've got the trees that come over. So yeah, I'm kind of very lucky that it is so nice and sunny today. It makes this part of the walk much more pleasant than otherwise it would be. We are finally, after 3 and a bit miles out of Grim's Ditch, and we've just come up to the top of the hill. Got a beautiful view, so it was all worth it. I've got to go up that hill. It's alright, it's the last big elevation of the day. So there's a few small ones after that, but this is the last big continuous climb. So just going to keep on trucking. We're only about 3 miles left, so not far at all until we get to the campsite. I made it up the climb, thankfully. That's probably the worst climb of the Ridgeway to date because it was the longest and the steepest. So yeah, I'm very glad I got up that. Now down the other side of the hill, and we are on the last couple of miles until we can stop for the day. I'm very much looking forward to getting off my feet now. I just walked down to the local village and got myself a takeaway. Fish and chips, but not quite fish and chips. I got a batter sausage, mozzarella sticks and chips, and then I went to the co-op and got myself a nice little zesty beverage. I also got myself some more snacks because I had these bars today and it was really gross. Like, I ate one bar over the course of about 10 miles, so it was not a pleasant experience. I got myself instead some Eat Natural Protein peanuts and dark chocolate bars. And I've had those before and they're really good. So I'm now looking forward to the snacks that I've got for the rest of the walk. Defeated. That is 90% of the chips. They weren't particularly enjoyable anyway, but I am so full after that battered sausage and those mozzarella sticks. Those two are good, but it's a no for the chips, I'm afraid. We're down here. We stayed at the White Mark Farm campsite last night. It was brilliant. £12 for the night. Highly recommend it. And then today we're going all the way up here, carrying on up through Wendover, just round the Wendover Woods, and then just up this road a little bit. We're staying at the hill campsite, just up there. So that is 22 and a bit miles today. So a very big day. It's an early start for me this morning because I do have a long way to go, 22 miles. So I'm going to take it steady because I've got a blister on my right heel that I managed to kind of half treat yesterday. Just as it was forming, I managed to get a plaster over half the blister. So I had to take the blister plaster off, and that obviously made it worse because I couldn't leave a plaster on half of it. So yeah, we're a bit sore this morning, so we're going to take it steady, but I'm sure we can do it. Just crossing underneath the M40 of all places. We are currently on the Ivinghoe Way, which is still part of the Ridgeway, it's just a specific part of it. And we are going to come up to Chinner, which is the next major landmark, in just under 3 miles. So it's a nice little mini destination for us to aim for. We have just passed the road that leads down into Chinner. So the next landmark is Princess Risborough in about 5 miles. So all the landmarks today are quite spread out, let's say. But the path is nice. My feet are doing okay. And we're just taking it steady. It's also a bit cooler today, which makes things much more pleasant. Look at the huge lavender fields. They're beautiful. We are going down there. Get to cross a railway. It's kind of exciting. Make sure it's on green. It's on green. You can cross. Look both ways anyway. And let's go. It's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that today. I mean, I looked at the map, but I didn't think we were actually crossing the railway. Now we're in a nice little woodland section. You know, I said this morning that it was a cooler day today. yeah, no, I was just lulled into a false sense of security because, you know, it was still morning and the sun was barely out. It's plenty hot enough today. Oh dear, never mind. Got the sun cream on now, and we're taking lots of water, and it's going to be absolutely fine. So there is a bit of a diversion on the upcoming bit of the Ridgeway. You can see where we are. They're wanting to get all the way over there, but this red bit is where we'd normally go. This blue bit is now where we are going. So there's not much for diversion. It's probably a mile in total where we just go on a different bit of path. So I've taken a photo so I can hopefully remember where I need to go if there's no more signs. So yeah, fingers crossed that I navigate this diversion okay. So I've made it to Wendover. I've done 17.5 miles. I don't have any more walking left in my feet, not for another 5 miles to get to the campsite. So the pub here has rooms to stay, so I'm going to stay here tonight and then head off tomorrow morning to finish the Ridgeway. My room is called Checkers, quite a cool name. Let's have a look inside with the full room view. So as you walk in, it's a fairly small room, but it's still a decent size. You've still got plenty of space either side of the bed. Get some hangers up there. All of this on here is complimentary, which I'm very excited about, and having myself a nice coffee. Huge TV and air conditioning. Also get opening windows. Not a great view. When it's open, it's just a car park, but you know, still get opening windows. And you get a free little tipple of gin. So I should be partaking of that later on. The wallpaper is also really, really pretty. And the colour scheme is great. And then finally, the bathroom. The blue lights come on automatically if you want to go in the dark. It's cool. You get all the normal things you'll find in a bathroom, and quite a big shower with all the toiletries. So I like it. Overall, it's a pretty nice room, isn't it? It is £109, but that includes breakfast. So I don't think it's that bad value, but if I wasn't in a bit of a pinch with how my feet are, then I probably wouldn't have paid to stay here. But we're here, it's really comfy, and I'm going to make the most of it. Right, I've just had a shower and taken care of my feet. The blister plasters that I'd put on were falling off. About half of it was falling off, but the other half was stuck to the blister. So had to peel my blister plaster off, and that didn't go great. It has revealed quite significant injuries to the skin and below. So I don't think I'll be walking tomorrow on my feet. This afternoon was agony, so I think even after a night of rest, my feet won't be healed enough to be walking on them. So it's a bit of a bummer, really. Like I'm quite disappointed because I was hoping to finish the Ridgeway tomorrow, and yeah, that's not going to happen anymore. So I'm going to still stay here tonight, make the most of what's on offer, go down to the restaurant, have a lovely dinner, and then make the most of the breakfast options. I'm very much looking forward to that. and then check out in the morning, have a bit of a slow wander around Wendover, and then make my way home. And then I'll come back to the Ridgeway another weekend. Good morning and welcome to the final day on the Ridgeway. What an exciting time. I have just left Wendover and I am walking through a nice little park actually. And we only have about 10 miles to do today. Really not that far. There's a few hills in there, but it's not that bad. I've also got a much lighter pack on, as you can see. Just a little running pack today because obviously it's just a day trip and I only need water really and my poles just in case. Should be nice and cool this morning with temperatures rising this afternoon, but I don't think I'm going to get to those hot temperatures, so it should be a nice, pleasant, if slightly windy, journey today. Time for the all-important map check. We are just here. We've just left Wendover and just come down a mile or so. And then we've got all of this to do up to the beacon. So there's not really that much that's en route that's interesting to look at. So it's going to be a case of just walking and enjoying the vibes today. And right now, it is a lovely wooded section. The ground is littered with needles, so it's nice and soft to walk on. It is quite close though, and humid, but it's not the end of the world. I've got plenty of water to keep me hydrated. And it's just a lovely vibe right now. We are finally out of the woods and in a field. Not that there is any more breeze than there was in the woods. It was so muggy and hot in there, and I'm very glad to be out. See some grey sky. Wished it was blue, but alas, it is not. And we've done about 3 miles so far, so cracking through the miles fairly quickly, I'd say. It's just been very pleasant. The woods were lovely, if hot. And I'm hoping for a bit more of a breeze soon. Whilst we are back in the woods, this woods feels a lot less close than the other woods. And the birds are out. You can stop for a second and listen to them. Lovely sounds to be walking along to. We have about 3 miles left, except this is probably the worst 3 miles. It's majority of it is uphill as we're going up to the beacon. So it's going to be a bit slower this last bit, but I'm already so out of breath. Oh, I'm not hill fit at all anymore. Steps. Always with the steps, eh? I might go around the side just to avoid the old steps. Last brutal bit up to the beacon. This is slow going. We're at a 20% gradient. Oh, this is not fun. We have made it. It's windy. Let's go catch the trig point and then we'll have a rest. Look at us go. We did it. And look at how far you can see. I'm very proud of myself for finishing out, I have to say. That last bit was really tough, but I did it. I did it. Done all of this whole way in 6 days total. I guess 5 days because I did 2 half days, so yeah, that was a lot, but I did it. Got a celebratory tiramisu mochi to have at the top of the hill. We have to go a mile. Essentially the mile I came up, got to go back down to get to the car park so I can get my lift back home. Yes, going up was brutal, so going down is probably going to be just as brutal because it really hurts your knees when you're going down. But it's only a mile. We can endure for a mile. Made it back down from the beacon and I'm in the car park now. So that marks the end of our Ridgeway adventure. It's a bit stop and starty, but overall it was a fun time. So thank you very much for coming along with me. And yeah, here's to some more adventures.